The December wind carried a sharp bite as the Lutz family arrived at 112 Ocean Avenue, their breath visible in the air as they stepped onto the driveway. The Dutch colonial stood stoically beneath the gray Long Island sky, its distinctive quarter-moon windows giving the eerie impression of watchful eyes. To George and Kathy Lutz, it was more than a house, it was a fresh start. George, a sturdy man with a carpenter's callous hands, had recently married Kathy, a widowed mother of 3. With their savings, they had secured the sprawling property at a shockingly low price. The real estate agent was a front. The house had a tragic past. 13 months earlier, Ronald DeFeo Jr. had slaughtered his entire family in their sleep. Parents, 2 sisters, and 2 brothers, each shot execution style. Yet, George and Kathy, pragmatic and hopeful, dismissed the story as just that, a story. They saw beauty in the bones of the house, promise in its space. At first, the home seemed inviting. Their children, Daniel, Christopher, and Melissa, raced through the halls with delight, and Kathy admired the antique charm of the wooden staircase and stone fireplace. George unpacked boxes with quiet optimism, muttering about how everything was finally coming together. But within the first few nights, something shifted. George began waking every night at exactly 3:15 a.m., the alleged time of the DeFeo murders. He would find himself drawn to the boathouse out back, staring at the water, unable to explain why. The cold was relentless, even with the furnace roaring. He chopped wood constantly, obsessed with keeping the house warm, though Kathy noticed it was never enough. Kathy's cheerful demeanor started to fade. She began to feel watched, especially when alone in the kitchen or brushing her hair before bed. Once, while tucking Melissa in, she swore she saw a shadow pass across the doorway, but when she turned, nothing was there. The children change. 2. Daniel became withdrawn, prone to angry outbursts that didn't match his usual temperament. Melissa spoke to an imaginary friend, named Jody, described as a pig with glowing red eyes. When asked about Jody, she said calmly, "She watches from the window upstairs." George dismissed the incidents as adjustment stress, but a weight hung over the house. Doors opened without reason. Objects moved. A crucifix in the living room rotated on the wall. The family's dog growled at corners and refused to enter certain rooms. It wasn't just fear, it was decay. George's mood darkened by the day. He grew irritable, distant. Kathy watched as the man she loved became a stranger. Still, they stayed. They made excuses, telling themselves it was just a rough transition.